He's the cold-hearted killer who sought revenge for his dog, the all-powerful Neo, and the rebellious Constantine. He is known as Hollywood's most solitary star. Born shortly after his birth, his father left their family. His mother, carrying the burden alone, moved him and his sister from place to place, marrying 3 times. Tragedy struck when his father was jailed for a crime and his sister was diagnosed with leukemia. His life was further marred by the death of his best friend, River Phoenix, the stillbirth of his 8-month-old child, and the subsequent depression and death of his girlfriend in a car accident. Our focus today is on this resilient figure, Keanu Reeves. Keanu was born in 1964 in Beirut, Lebanon. His parents divorced when he was just 6 months old. His mother took him and his sister first to Australia for a year and then to New York for a short stay. Her second marriage, to director Paul Aaron, led them to Toronto, Canada, as they sought a better environment for the children. However, this marriage ended quickly, not even lasting 2 years. During these tumultuous years, Keanu was diagnosed with mild dyslexia. Fortunately, with proper counseling and support, he overcame this challenge. His life saw another change with the arrival of his third stepfather, rock musician Robert Miller. In 1976, he and his sister welcomed a new half-sister, Karina. Frequent relocations and school changes impacted Keanu's academic performance, but he found solace and success in sports, particularly ice hockey, where he excelled. At 15, a severe sports injury ended his dreams of a professional athletic career. However, his exposure to the world of filmmaking, thanks to his stepfather, sparked a new interest. He began acting in stage plays, immersing himself in the craft. By 17, he had left school with his family's support to pursue acting full-time, starting with a Coca-Cola commercial.
Great race. Who's your coach? My dad.
Early in his career, he took on minor roles, but his striking looks and growing talent soon led to more significant opportunities. Despite his initial inexperience, his potential was evident. Director Tim Hunter recognized his star quality during an audition, a prediction that came true with Keanu's breakout role in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. The success of this time travel comedy led to a sequel and a TV series, but it also typecast Keanu, limiting his opportunities. Determined to diversify his roles, he took on challenging parts such as a young lawyer in Bram Stoker's Dracula and an undercover cop in Point Break. His dedication to his craft was evident in his preparation for these roles, including learning to surf and studying Buddhist texts for Little Buddha. His career continued to evolve with notable performances, especially in My Own Private Idaho. In this film, he played a rebellious young man exploring life's darker sides. His commitment to the role was profound, personally delivering the script to his friend River Phoenix to encourage his participation. River's portrayal of a young man searching for his mother earned critical acclaim, but also foreshadowed his untimely death. In 1994, Keanu starred alongside Sandra Bullock in the thriller Speed. The film's confined settings and intense plot captivated audiences, earning massive box office success and several Oscar nominations. Keanu's transformation into a buzz-cut, muscular action star broadened his appeal. However, the sudden death of River Phoenix during this time deeply affected him, casting a shadow over his success. Keanu's response to this personal tragedy was to step away from blockbuster films, choosing instead to explore indie and dramatic roles. He even turned down a lucrative offer to star in the Speed sequel, opting to perform in Hamlet at the Manitoba Theatre Centre for a modest salary. This decision led to a temporary blacklist by 20th Century Fox, a testament to his commitment to his artistic choices over commercial success. After the devastating loss of a close friend, he spent much of his time on the road, riding his motorcycle on long journeys, or hanging out with the band Dogstar, anything to keep him away from Hollywood and New York. This period of self-destruction led to a rapid decline in his acting career. 5 years passed in this state. During this time, Warner Brothers struggled to find the right actor for a movie with a particularly complex script. Seeing an opportunity, his agent tirelessly persuaded him to take the role. In 1999, before the internet's widespread use, The Matrix was released, astonishing audiences worldwide with its innovative concept and expansive universe. The Wachowski siblings, serving as both writers and directors, needed 3 films to fully articulate their vision. The movie's stunning visual effects, philosophical depth, and impressive martial arts sequences marked the beginning of a new era in sci-fi action films. Even 23 years later, the series remains timeless. Neo's iconic look, with his black coat and sunglasses, combined with his slick moves, was the epitome of cool. The success of The Matrix brought him back into the limelight after years of obscurity. Reports at the time indicated that his earnings from the trilogy, including salary and bonuses, exceeded $250 million, making him one of the highest-paid stars in Hollywood. However, his life continued to be a roller coaster of highs and lows. Following the release of the first Matrix film, his girlfriend Jennifer suffered a miscarriage at 8 months, a tragedy that deeply affected them both. Her subsequent battle with depression, exacerbated by medication, led to a fatal car accident. He once again put his career on hold to arrange her funeral, laying her to rest next to their daughter. The next year, as he prepared for the Matrix sequels, his sister's leukemia took a turn for the worse, leading to her hospitalization. Now financially able, he used all available resources to find the best medical care for his sister, who had been a constant presence in his life. Following these personal tragedies, Keanu Reeves took on the role of Constantine, adapted from a DC comic. In the film, he portrayed a spiritualist rejected by both heaven and hell, doomed to wander the earth and battle against his fate. The film faced criticism for deviating from the source material, but was praised as an impactful anti-smoking message. If you know someone trying to quit smoking or contemplating life's deeper questions, this film might offer some insight. Keanu's portrayal in Constantine closely mirrored his own life experiences, marked by the loss of loved ones and a sense of helplessness and solitude. In his role in The Day the Earth Stood Still, his stoic performance was initially lauded for its realism. However, it later became apparent that this expressionless, sorrow-concealing style became a recurring theme in his subsequent films. This repetitive approach, coupled with a series of poorly planned movie roles, led to another downturn in his career, with many of his films receiving negative reviews, some so disappointing that they were life-questioning. He earned the dubious distinction of being the second most nominated actor in the nearly 25-year history of the Golden Raspberry Awards, a ceremony that honors the worst in cinema, just narrowly behind Arnold Schwarzenegger. During this time, his ability to draw audiences to theaters drastically declined. In 2013, he starred in the high-budget film 47 Ronin, which performed so poorly at the box office that it caused significant financial losses for Universal Pictures. It seemed that he had a talent for disastrous outcomes, both in his films and in real life. However, Keanu's story didn't end there. The year following his low point as a box office draw, Keanu Reeves made an impressive comeback with John Wick, which could be considered one of the most powerful animal rights advocacy films ever. His character was as ruthless and reserved as ever, marked by his signature stoic expression. The film's plot, centered around a tragic event triggered by the death of a dog, led to his character systematically destroying an entire criminal organization. The straightforward and violent premise appeared to be tailor-made for him. Mourning his wife's death and facing the criminal underworld alone, he embarked on a relentless path of vengeance, characterized by his unyielding determination and skill. After the success of John Wick, Keanu's career experienced a resurgence. In the following 5 years, he starred in a range of films, from low-budget action movies to highly profitable commercial projects. It seemed that Keanu had a pattern of returning to prominence every few years following a career downturn. Perhaps it was his inherently kind nature that endeared him to fate. His numerous acts of kindness, well documented and genuine, were not publicity stunts but true gestures of goodwill. In his daily life, Keanu Reeves is a far cry from the typical celebrity. He doesn't surround himself with security guards. In fact, he doesn't have any. Instead, he's often seen engaging in simple acts of kindness, like giving up his seat to strangers or feeding pigeons on park benches. Fans even joked that he could easily fit into the Marvel universe, wielding Thor's hammer or riding on Goku's flying Nimbus. His generosity and kindness might have contributed to his career revival, as seen with John Wick. Directors David Leitch and Chad Stahelski, who had worked as stunt doubles in the Matrix trilogy, were among those who received Harley-Davidson motorcycles from Keanu after filming. In 2021, The Matrix Resurrections was released, generating significant anticipation before its premiere. Although the film received mixed reviews for Keanu's fans, the highlight was his personal life. After 18 years, he was no longer alone, having found love again. Over the years, Fans have shared photos of Keanu, often alone, without friends or bodyguards. On his birthdays, he would sit by the roadside, lighting a candle on a small cake, lost in thought. He lived a humble life, riding motorcycles or taking the subway, eschewing the typical celebrity lifestyle. Wearing the same suit for 30 years, he always exuded a sense of melancholy, making people reluctant to intrude on his privacy. When someone finally entered his life, it wasn't about age or appearance, but the connection they shared. When asked in an interview about his thoughts on what happens after death, Keanu calmly replied,
"I know that the ones who love us will miss us."
This heartfelt response left the host speechless, only able to shake his hand in respect. While many celebrities publicize their charitable endeavors, Keanu has never sought attention for his philanthropy. His charitable actions stem from his personal values and kind heart, not from a desire for recognition or reward. Regardless of his powerful on-screen presence, he has experienced life's ups and downs, joys and sorrows, almost as if he has seen through the veil of life and death. His eyes remain clear and pure, his demeanor warm and kind, embodying the meaning of his name. Keanu, in Hawaiian, means cool breeze over the mountains. We wish Keanu continued health and success and deeply admire his lifestyle. His example inspires hope for more people like him in the future.